This just went to shit real quick.
This business requires a certain amount of finesse.
Tell me about your style of music.
I go for a very 90s old school kind of progressive hip hop style. Use a lot of 90s style, kind of hi-hat with the kick and, snare style. With some, kind of drawn out, real pretty, samples / piano.
You didn't start with the pad.
No.
So tell me about how you got started, what inspired you.
Really what started me was a YouTube series called Battle of the Nerds, and it's a competition they do up in Canada with this kind of stuff, and they play live sets based on certain requirements, and they have different levels of, tournaments for it. But that's really what got me interested in the beat pad scene and finger drumming in general. People in FL Studio and people that do things like that, they can either go in and create their own synths and their own noises and their own sounds. Really what I do is I kind of mash that all up into it's a 4x4 pad with 16 buttons, and I use those 16 buttons to create an entire track, I guess you want to call it. Definitely more hands-on. It's definitely more about feel. With what I use, people in FL Studio, it's a little more mathematical. You can see every line by line of every noise in the song, and mine you really gotta listen more out for. They have an app on the iPad, which is kind of a dumbed down version of the machine that I use to create my music. That's really what got me started. It was real cheap, it's like $6, and I supported myself if I could get into that, that I could convince myself to go up into bigger production. Right now I'm currently using Soundcloud and Instagram as my main forms, but I got some things coming up. I was going to start using Bandcamp here, and not too long you'll see me on iTunes and Spotify. Look out for me.
You said this is really popular in Canada and not so much in the U.S. right now?
Exactly. Obviously it's here in the U.S., but I don't think it's as prominent as it is in, European countries and things like that. I think music in general is just bigger across seas and places like that because, I feel like as Americans we have too much to take for granted. We have too many distractions here, and people out in Europe and in other places like that, the music's really more of their only focus. They don't have as much as, America does, really. They don't have those kind of luxuries that we do, so I think music plays a much more prominent role in day-to-day life out there, so.
I love this type of music. I love the music that you make. Just chill instrumental stuff.
Yeah.
You can just close your eyes, drift off into another world.
And that's really what I go for. Is it's more about the feeling behind it rather than breaking it down, trying to make it a precise mathematical equation to create something that sounds good. I just really try and go off the feel. Yeah.
So you have a lot of stuff online, but you don't have specific albums. Do you plan on creating an album?
Eventually, I feel like if I get a little bit more of kind of a backing behind me, I'd definitely be more interested in doing EPs and stuff like that. But right now, I'm kind of just going solo and testing the waters and really seeing to see what I like. Yeah. That's really what it boils down to. What kind of style do I want to achieve for me out of this? So that's currently what I'm doing. A little soul searching, I guess you could call it. But
So today we at Cornelius Productions filmed ZK's music video for Acme Inc., a song that he has already released, and we'll be releasing a video to go along with that pretty soon. So if you like the last video we just made, then definitely keep a lookout for this one. It'll be on my YouTube channel, Hayden Cornelius, link in the description. And
if you're old school and you like that old school Looney Tunes, definitely check this out.
It's based on the Wile E. Coyote cartoons, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, with the Roadrunner and stuff.
Yep,
Can't
that's
beat
it.
That shit.
No, I remember watching those as I was young.
Yeah. Well, thank you for stopping by the office, and we will catch you next time.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yay! That's pathetic. Cut.